48 teams. The biggest stage in football history. The hype for the 2026 World Cup is unlike anything we have ever seen before. With FIFA expanding the tournament, you would think every major powerhouse would easily secure a spot, but you would be dead wrong. Even with extra spots up for grabs, some of the most iconic footballing nations on the planet completely collapsed under pressure. Today, we are breaking down the top 10 powerhouse nations that shockingly failed to qualify for World Cup 2026. And the team at number 1 will leave you absolutely speechless. Let's start at number 10 with Chile. There was a time when this squad ruled South America, winning back-to-back Copa America titles in 2015 and 2016. They possessed a legendary golden generation with icons like Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal, but that golden generation aged, and the newer talent failed to step up. During the 2026 qualifiers, South American qualification was wider open than ever, but Chile played so poorly they finished dead last in the table. This marks their third consecutive World Cup absence. A devastating downfall for a nation that once feared nobody. Number 9 is Hungary. This is a nation that has been steadily climbing back into European prominence, led by their phenomenal captain Dominik Szoboszlai. Fans were fully convinced that 2026 would be the year they finally broke their decades-long World Cup drought. In their final crucial group match against the Republic of Ireland, they were leading 2-1 and looked completely safe. But a chaotic defensive collapse in the final 10 minutes allowed Ireland to snatch a victory. Hungary dropped to third, missing the playoffs entirely, leaving Szoboszlai's World Cup dreams shattered once again. Number 8. Wales' life after the retirement of icons like Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey was always going to be tough, but new stars like Brennan Johnson and Daniel James looked ready to carry the torch. In their high-stakes playoff semi-final against Bosnia, Wales took the lead and looked destined for the final. But in the 86th minute, a defensive lapse allowed a late equalizer. The match dragged into a tense penalty shootout where the young Welsh side crumbled under pressure, failing to even reach the playoff final. Number 7. Serbia on paper. This team possesses some of the most lethal attacking talent in Europe, including Dusan Vlahovic and Aleksandar Mitrovic. But paper talent means nothing if you cannot perform on the pitch. Serbia's entire qualification campaign was defined by painful inconsistency, managing to score a miserable 9 goals across 8 matches. They finished third in their group, a single point behind Albania, missing out on the playoffs completely. It was a textbook case of a highly talented squad totally choking when it mattered most. Number 6. Cameroon. An absolute institution of African football with 8 previous World Cup appearances. Their current squad features elite Premier League quality like Brian Mbeumo alongside Manchester United's star goalkeeper Andre Onana. They were heavy favourites to breeze through, but their qualification journey turned into an absolute disaster. In a shocking playoff semi-final twist, they were completely outplayed and knocked out by Dr. Congo, leaving one of Africa's proudest football nations watching the tournament from the couch. Number 5. Denmark. After their heroic semi-final run at Euro 2020, this squad, featuring Rasmus Højlund and Christian Eriksen, was expected to easily qualify for 2026. They made it to the playoff final against the Czech Republic, where a grueling battle ended 2-2 after extra time. In the brutal penalty shootout that followed, the pressure proved too much. Star striker Rasmus Højlund struck the crossbar and 3 Danish players missed their spot kicks. Only Eriksen scored, sending Denmark crashing out in the most heartbreaking way possible. Number 4. Poland. This was officially Robert Lewandowski's final ride to make it to a World Cup tournament. Flanked by top European talent like Piotr Zielinski, Poland fought their way to a winner-takes-all playoff final against Sweden. It was an incredibly tense back-and-forth war, but in the 88th minute, a catastrophic defensive error allowed Sweden to slide in the winning goal. Lewandowski was spotted in floods of tears at the final whistle, knowing his last ever chance vanished in the dying moments of the game. Number 3. Nigeria, one of the most decorated and beloved football nations in Africa, boasting absolute superstars like Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. Yet, their qualification campaign was an absolute mess from day one. Littered with careless draws against lower-ranked teams, they barely scraped into the playoffs, only to face a resilient Dr. Congo side in the final. After a tense draw, it went down to penalties, where Nigeria's top stars cracked under the immense pressure. For the second consecutive tournament, the Super Eagles failed to qualify. Number 2. Russia. Russia's story is entirely unique compared to everyone else on this list. They did not actually fail on the football pitch. Instead, their World Cup ambitions were completely cut short by external forces. Following major geopolitical events, FIFA and UEFA handed down an absolute blanket ban, suspending the Russian national team from all official international competitions. After an exciting quarter-final run when they hosted the tournament in 2018, Russia sits out yet another World Cup without kicking a single ball in the qualifiers. And finally, number 1, Italy. 4-time World Cup winners and an absolute titan of football history. What Italy did in this qualification cycle is easily the biggest shocker modern football has ever seen. For the third consecutive time, Italy has officially failed to qualify for the World Cup. In their do-or-die playoff final against Bosnia, a crucial red card reduced Italy to 10 men. Bosnia capitalized, forcing the game into a nerve-shredding penalty shootout. Italy missed 3 penalties, collapsing entirely. The failure was so catastrophic that the Italian Football Federation president resigned immediately after the match. Those are the top 10 powerhouse nations completely missing out on World Cup 2026. Which of these failures shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.